Hey yo, how we doing? I don't know why I made that sound. Well, why do we do the things that we do? You know, why do we do the things that we do? I feel like that is a question we should all ask ourselves. How's everybody doing? That is another question I'd like to ask. How is my lovely community doing tonight? It is Friday, October 30th, 2020. We are, let's see, we are 2.5 hours away from Halloween. I forgot to plug in my controller. So, I got a level with you guys about two things. One of them is kind of important, something that I believe needs to be addressed. So, oh boy. So, one or two of you, if you're watching, if you watched the last episode on YouTube, you might remember I made an announcement relating to Bugsnax. In case you have not been seeing my tweets, or in case you didn't see the Discord announcement, I would like to just make this completely public. I want to mention something. The Bugsnax stream is on hold due to a miscommunication on my part of an email I received from PR. So, for those who don't know, when I was applying for a key for a review code for Bugsnax, the developers were doing this via a PR agency. They have a separate entity that manages the PR. So I reached out to them. I sent in an application for a key, and I got an email back that said, yeah, it was talking about, oh, thanks for applying and all that. It turns out that email was supposed to be a confirmation email saying that they received my application. It was not supposed to be a message that said you were accepted. So I completely misinterpreted the message, and someone from PR reached out to me through my business email, and they told me, hey, we saw your social post about the stream implying that you already had a key, and we ask that you not do that, as not all keys are guaranteed, or not all creators are guaranteed keys. So I just wanted to make it clear. The Bugsnax review code is not confirmed. I completely misinterpreted the email. I apologize to PR. I apologize to you guys if you were planning on watching the stream. Now, I want to make something clear. Despite this confusion, I still plan to purchase the game with my own money. I will be supporting the developers, as one should with indie devs. I don't know if this situation ruined my chances of getting a review code. In the event that I don't get one, I will show no frustration. I was planning on buying the game on release date anyway. I just applied for a review code because, I wanted to see what would happen. So, TLDR, I misread an email from PR, and that led to an announcement that I should not have made yet. So, I very much apologize for um, for all that. So this is nothing serious. This is, I'm not in like legal trouble or anything. Everything is totally fine. As far as PR, as far as I know with PR, after they reached out to me, I replied saying, sorry for all this happening. I didn't mean to make a preemptive announcement. So we're all on good terms. The other thing, so I said at the end of the last episode on YouTube, or at the end of the last stream, if you were here live, that we would be starting Kingdom Hearts 2 today. That is not true. It's come to my attention, and I found this out minutes after the stream was over, that the ending that we saw in Persona 4 Golden was not the true ending. You see, Persona games historically have multiple endings. We got the bad ending. It turns out in the game on December 3rd, your speech dialogue choices actually affect the rest of the game, which I had no idea of. And I think the irony comes from the fact that I quite literally said during that part of the game, I'm pretty sure this doesn't affect the game at all. So I was very wrong. So I have some instructions provided by one of my wonderful mods. So we will be getting the true ending this time. So if anybody has played Persona 4 Golden before and they noticed I got the bad ending, don't worry. You can stop having a panic attack about this. we're gonna get the true ending. Sorry to hear that, man. It's totally okay, Chaos, but I just can't believe all this happened. All in one stream as well. Oh, man. Okay, so you'll notice that there are 2 save files here. So what happened was, this is the save file on December 3rd. This is where they provide the warning saying, a lot of story-heavy stuff is going to be happening. Do you want to save? So that's where this is. After you beat Persona 4 Golden, it tells you to put your save data on a different file because, now you can play New Game Plus with this. So we're going back into file 1, and we are going to get the true ending. So, as such, if you want to see the dialogue, I plan to skip this. So I plan to skip all this dialogue, because everything that's about to happen, we have seen before. Once we get to the part where your dialogue choices affect the game, that's when I will stop skipping. If you want to see the conversations that happen here, I advise you watch the last episode so you're caught up with the story. That's all I'm going to say. Let's get back to the game, shall we? Skip away! Now, your text options here don't matter. It's later in the hospital that the options matter. Oh, let me just check my notepad. I don't want to mess anything up here. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a Kotatsu. Forgot about that. And then we get the phone call. So I guess if you guys want to chat Persona 4 Golden, or if you guys just want to chat in general while we skip through everything, I guess we could chat because we've got a little bit of time. And this cutscene made me almost cry. Well, it's not this scene, but a bit later, when the thing happens to Nanako. That's what almost made me cry. In fact, I think it's right here that this actually happens. I swear to God, I thought I was gonna cry. Yep, it's right there. Even now, that gives a shiver down my spine. Good lord, I still can't believe they managed to do that here. And yet, what I find strange, they play the same background music that's played when someone's coming to acceptance that they face their other self. So this music is kind of off-putting. Because it's supposed to be like a positive undertone, but they're putting it in when a child passes away in a hospital. So it's a very odd use of music. I've said it before and I will say it again. Emotions are disgusting. I said it before and I'll say it again. Fuck you. Like, Red, you have the emotional complexity of Batman. Which, to those who are unfamiliar with Batman, is not at all. Alright, this is where it matters. So I will have a notepad up for this one, because I do not want to mess this up. So if you're playing along and you're a bit scared of, getting the wrong one, well, this is the part for you. I like the one that she said. Yeah, I thought that one was actually pretty funny. Alright, there's the actual Namatame. Okay, so it is right about here that Yosuke is pushing him into the TV. So the following text options, this is what you have to do if you want to get the true ending. So just follow what I do here. Wait a second here. We're missing something. Namatame's true feelings. Something's been bothering me. We're missing something. Calm the hell down. So if you do these text options, you will get the true ending. Clearly. Everyone took a deep breath. seems that everyone has finally regained their composure. Let's just think for now. So that text option right there is not part of what affects the rest of the game. So from this point forward, as far as I know, we're on our way to the true ending. So after all these text options, what you also need to do is max out Marie's confidant. That's what I was told to do. And we have until the end of December to do so, as I understand it. The case has taken a sharp turn, and the investigation team is now one step closer to the truth. It seems that you will go on with your friends to solve yet another mystery. Raggy? And we maxed out the investigation team. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genuine bond. These genuine bonds shall be your eyes to see the truth. We bestow upon thee the ability to create Loki, the ultimate form of the Fool Arcana. They don't put nearly as much time on that screen as they should. So now we can make Loki. I'm not sure if that's a good persona or not, but feel free to let me know. What the hell just happened? Did we just make a new one? A Judgment Arcana? You have established the Seekers of Truth social link. I'm assuming that's like an evolution of the investigation team Arcana? That is really weird. Oh boy, that was a lot. I just realized desktop audio was muted. That's really awkward. I hope this did not ruin the rest of the stream. Sorry about that.
If he truly is twisted enough to believe that murder is a means of saving people, I think that would have shown through.
Maybe he faked it real well. Or maybe he started out with a normal motive and got a taste for killing after the first time.
No, if that were the case, his motive for killing that announcer would be even more inexplicable. Namatame and his wife were separated at the time. Both Misuzu Hiragi and himself testified that she had discarded him. Hiragi also knew about Yamano beforehand, and Namatame was shocked to hear of Yamano's death. Their relationship was known and was not strained to the point of murder. There's simply no motive in the affair angle. The police invested a great deal of effort into investigating this point. Therefore, we have no convincing motive for Namatame to kill Mayumi Yamano, although her name was written in Namatame's own diary.
His reason for killing her.
It's still possible that he was crazy to begin with and no one realized, right?
I don't really get any of this.
Oh, this is so confusing!
Hey, we could hear you in there. This is a hospital. Maybe you should quiet down a little.
Oh, there you are, all of you. Please come with me immediately.
Oh, that's right. If this is anything like last episode, then I know exactly what's about to happen.
What's going on?
What are you waiting for? Hurry, go!
The hell is Daddy doing here?
Where am I?
This was definitely not in the last episode.
Is this Teddy's world? This doesn't quite feel like it, though. I remember being at the hospital. That's right, Nana-chan. I couldn't do anything. Why do I even exist? I couldn't keep my promise. I lost my reason to be there. That's it. I remember now. So, it was true. Guys! Sensei! What should I do?
Oh, there they are. Nanako-chan came around.
Yep, okay. This is the part that was in the last episode.
Huh? What did you just say? Nanako-chan's alive?
Are you serious?
It's very rare to be resuscitated
I'm going to be skipping this cutscene because this has already happened before.
Couldn't save. I couldn't save. Why? Mayumi. And that girl too. I couldn't save them.
Huh? What's the matter? Feeling guilty all of a sudden? Sheesh.
I can't reach him. Did that stupid bear forget to charge the battery?
We took a quick look around the hospital, but there's no sign of him. I wonder where he went.
Oh god, it's snowing. It's just like today.
It's snow. Hey, you're right. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw real snow. It doesn't look that pretty, though, because of this fog.
I guess
What?
this makes it the first snow of the year.
Well, you know who does look pretty in the fog, we say? Me. I know where you thought I was going with that, but nope.
Freezing. Let's go home. Hey, Yosuke, if you find Teddy, don't forget to contact us, alright?
I know. Let's meet up at the special headquarters tomorrow. Man, that Ted. I hope he just went back home by himself. He's probably fine. But I'll hurry home just in case. Well, see you tomorrow.
Yosuke, more like Brosuke. Back in Namatame's room, was it really right to stop everyone from what they were about to do? Evidently, yes. There's no reason to justify killing a guy. You remember that your cell phone has been off this entire time since you were at the hospital. Oh, damn. We're in trouble now. No messages. Okay, never mind. We're lonely as hell. Should go home before you catch a cold. Have you tried buttoning up your shirt? I feel like that would help you a little bit more. So now we can save. Oh, the velvet car. This.
Welcome. It's been quite some time.
You've been summoned to the velvet room. Wow, how could you tell?
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
I mean, I'd hope so.
Splendid! The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge.
So is it like on autopilot? Like, how's this working here?
If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach.
So if you're like a resident of this velvet room and you always get car sick, does that mean you're just car sick and you can't do anything about it? Or do you just adapt?
Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey? It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight. Margaret?
Voices you've heard many times before echo in your mind.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
That was literally like 20 minutes ago.
Alright, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on. We've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well.
Comrades.
Same direction, through this dense fog.
The car has stopped moving.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently.
Yo, this is low-key poetry.
Some travel fast. Some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
You can hear something in the distance. Seems that you've been sleeping until now and you hear the doorbell. Oh god, what if it's Namatame? Oh, never mind.
Teddy's missing. I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere. Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Junes?
Where could Teddy have gone? In any case, you decide to go look for him. Very uncertain where he actually was, given the recent cutscene with him.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
That Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
You recall the mysterious dream you had last night. This may be a time for contemplation rather than action. That is what Big Nose Man said, but... let's think about this.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
Well, I mean, he'd disappear if he wanted to use Yosuke's credit card.
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
Modus operandi. That is a really cool, string of words right there.
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
Yeah, you and me both, Ganji.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean?
I don't know, maybe he was playing through an RPG and decided to save his game?
I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
There's something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved.
don't worry, I'll save this girl too. So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too? Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
Possibility of a culprit besides Namatame. Could there be something that proves this possibility? There's Hiragi's alibi, the warning letter, the copycat murderer, and Namatame's diary. Let's say the diary.
But that points straight at Namatame. Come on, man.
I don't know what I'm thinking. The warning letter.
Warning letter? Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that thing?
Dojima took it.
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
You recall that the first warning letter said, "Don't rescue anymore." And the second one said, "If you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed."
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like "don't rescue" or "kill"?
Yeah, and the "will be put in and killed" part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like "I'll put in and kill"?
Well, that's just it. Someone else is working with Namatame. Either that or somebody else is framing him.
Hey, could this mean...
Namatame didn't write it.
Yeah. It's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then, it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
Y'all work together to take another step toward the truth. And that's right, we have another social link. I forgot about that.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan,
Murder? Oh, wait, no, that's what got us here.
but there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Hey, this place is off limits.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah, understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please be careful. I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Wow!
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object, so he won't be gone long.
All right, and now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you. It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are. But we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
It seems that he understands what you're saying. What should you ask him? Is saving killing people?
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
So did you kill those two girls? Those being Saki-senpai and Yamano.
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
And who did you throw in first?
Huh? Me?
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place.
We're getting through to him.
His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Indulge us in a few more questions.
Why did you enter the TV?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
Why the warning letters? Those were awfully threatening.
What are you talking about?
He doesn't know about the warning letters. Looks like this confirms that he wasn't involved with those. So who killed Yamano and Saki?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
As I thought.
You believe me?
Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Mayumi?
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first. But now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story? All right. Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
Namatame is casting his eyes downward painfully.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remembered the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl.
Oh, that's right, that's Saki-senpai.
She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, She'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did. So I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on, please! The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was going to be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election.
Elections, oh boy. Yeah, I'm not even laughing because of like the US. I'm just laughing because that's kind of relevant to Persona 5.
She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her.
Mike, who are you voting for? I'm not saying. I refuse to make any of my political opinions and or preferences known publicly. My opinions are mine and mine alone.
She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next, and murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then?
Ghostbusters!
The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me.
I had to donate $3,000 to her OnlyFans. No, just kidding. She's 15.
I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered.
I mean, considering the shadows and the dungeons, maybe not.
Once things calmed down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it.
I mean, any guy that works for UPS probably could have done that.
But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
Yeah, pretty much.
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it.
Wait, you had a so you had the suspicion that was the case and you still did nothing?
When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
Oh yeah, it's like the Hotel California, you know? Check in anytime you like, but you can never leave. Wow, how did I mess that up?
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Junes?
Oh my god, that concert was great.
Yes. I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself.
Wow, an Eagles reference. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'm all about that kind of music.
I thought I was going insane. And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool.
You fool.
I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society.
If you enter the world of politics, you're gonna be the opposite of useful to society. Are you kidding me? This clown right here.
But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero.
Wait, does this count as him accepting his other self?
I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this. so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that. I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences.
Oh, cool. You're under arrest.
Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world? You can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
That's the plan, Stan.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first 2 victims into the TV.
And yet the police officer is just standing here, just absorbing everything that just happened. Taking another step towards the truth. Rank 3 for the Seekers of Truth. Take a shot for every time the word truth is said in this game. Oh my god, you're gonna be dead.
Now get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
I'm sure he didn't do that intentionally, Kanji.
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Tomorrow, you'll all be going out to talk to people in town. Let's finally help uncover the information that will lead you to the true culprit. Find out on the next Dragon Ball Z. No, but seriously, this is gonna take a while. Hopefully we'll still have enough time to max out Marie's confidant. Today is the day the school was founded, so you have the day off from school. So to celebrate the anniversary of a school being founded, you have the day off from class? Bro, I wish it worked like that over here. Although I'm pretty sure my university was founded in the summer. Let's see, what do you say? Can I help you? About those murders. The incident last spring. I still wonder what happened. It was a pretty big deal, wasn't it? I'd almost completely forgotten about that. I must be getting old, huh? Well, I mean, your text box says you're middle-aged, so you're fine. About those murders. What are you talking about? The incident with Saki Yamano, blah blah blah. Seems so long ago. Who's gonna remember something from that far back anyway? Oh my god, I wish there was a slap button. This fog is gonna be some kind of biological weapon. It's a conspiracy. You know who I heard it was? Junes. Yeah, that's right, Junes. Yosuke is right there. He will clap you. The country of Junes is staging an all-out attack on Inaba. Oh my god, this guy sounds like an idiot. Rosette came and spoke to me. Simp. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I asked her for her autograph, what type of guy she's into. What do you want? I'm sure you can see how busy I am. Yeah, okay. Didn't they capture the suspect and put a lid on the case? Nope. Are you done asking questions? Good. Now go away. Busy talking to Rosette right now. Oh my god. Apparently nobody has seen Teddy. They said that a suspect had been caught. It was in the newspaper. It was that Namatame-san, right? I remember seeing him around from time to time. Well, I don't recall seeing any other strange people, so I'm sure he's the culprit. Is it true that there were no other suspicious individuals? You should ask someone else about this. Recall anyone suspicious? There wasn't anyone like that in this town. Everybody was in medbay. I even know you. You're the kid who's staying at Dojima-kun's house. You haven't found the oh my god, shut up. Since all I hear from everyone is poison, I've gotten kind of freaked out too. I wonder where I could buy a gas mask. I need to get one. Everyone else has one already. Nobody else is wearing one. By the way, wear a mask, people. It's me. Do you recognize me? I'm outside. When I'm at home, I just see more news about the murders. I'd stay out here and watch the sunset. Of course, I'm gonna watch TV when I get home anyway. Even then, I can't see the sunset because of all this fog. Why are you still out here? Call anyone suspicious. If there was anyone suspicious, there would be rumors going all over. That does not answer the question. At least I haven't heard any news or rumors like that, so I'd say there's no such person. Wow, you are useless. Okay, this guy's also useless as hell. Alright, shrine? I doubt these kids have seen anyone. Nope. Can we go to here? Damn it. Alright, let's try Junes. Alright. My friend was saying she saw someone. I think she was just wandering around the shopping district. Ding ding ding, we have found something. Alright, so it was another student. You. Someone told you that I saw a suspicious person? Oh, that. You remember Saki Konishi, don't you? She told me how that Namatame person came to her one day and started spouting all this craziness. Something about the TV. I wonder what that was all about. His relation to Saki? I don't know what you're implying, but you've got it all wrong. Saki was good. It's just that people misunderstood her. It's okay, that's a dead end. Damn it. Alright, back into the public we go. The floodplain. Oh, I forgot about this quest. Okay, so she's just talking about romancing. had a lot of people come to our store, but I can't say anyone was suspicious. Oh my god, why is everybody so useless? Have I seen a strange person? I don't know. Out in the country, if there was anybody strange, everybody would know, blah blah blah. This is all standard crap. Does it look like you'll find any more info? Yeah, it's almost as if nobody actually knows. Alright, so we don't have any more information, so what the hell are we supposed to do? Okay, so there's nobody left. I'm a little bit stuck here. Where else would one go? I mean, we saw Naoto at the, at Junes, so I guess talk to her. Nothing. Let's just check in with that NPC over at the floodplain one more time just to make sure. Doesn't look like you'll find any more information on the incidents last spring. Okay. I wonder if the shops are still open. Can we actually, like, go in there? Because I'll be surprised if we can. Also, I like how everything is all dark and dreary, and suddenly the door to the Velvet Room is just, like, the brightest thing here. Alright, I guess we just go back home now? I can't think of anything else to do. Can't go to school, right? Oh, that's right, we have the day off from school. We should go to town and gather more we talked to literally everybody. Who are we missing? Like, literally nobody's providing any useful insight on this, so... I really don't understand what they want us to do. Um. Well, you again. There we go. I guess we forgot to ask everybody the second question.
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all. The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please!
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Ugh, now that our tummies are full...
Yes, of course. In an investigation, when in doubt, order food at a Chinese restaurant.
Let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much. So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
Roll credits.
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't, but otherwise the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Where'd he come from? Where'd he go?
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent.
What about the person who interviewed them on the news?
Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Wait. This might seem dumb, but what if it was... You know what? I'm not even gonna say it. Never mind. If it ends up being the person that I think it is, I'll let you know, but... In the meantime...
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
What, did you think it was... Did you think the fucking sun turned off?
Ugh, it's freezing out here.
Then why did you walk outside?
Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing.
That explains it.
Hey, is it snowing?
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
The fog's so thick, the snow just gets lost in it.
There must be something that's been overlooked. It's urgent that you get over the roadblock facing you. The clues you need must already be in your hands.
What's the matter?
You should go over everything you know one more time. The culprit had some sort of connection with both Mayumi Yamano and Saki Konishi. And judging by the warning letters, the culprit most likely knows about the other side and what you did there. It's highly likely that they also knew what Namatame was doing and stood back to watch. Who would know all these things? Another oddity about the case is that there were almost no witnesses. Both warning letters seem to have been delivered directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. It's the mailman! No one unusual was seen around Mayumi Yamano or Saki Konishi either, despite the police dispatching an unusually high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation. There must be someone in this small town who fits all the facts. The person who seems to be the most likely culprit is... I'm sorry, are we asking our party members? Someone else? Someone else? I'm sorry, do we actually have to... No. No, don't tell me we have to assume it's anybody. What? What? No. No. Hold on. It was Nanako, guys. Oh god. I need to see if this actually influences the rest of the game. Wow. I want to Google it, but I feel like if I do, it'll spoil the game for me. But I don't want to mess up again. Okay, according to one of my friends, this impacts the ending. Oh my god. It also gives you 3 chances. This is a lot of pressure. I have never felt so stressed playing a game. So we know it's nobody in the party. It's not Nanako. It's not Namatame. Oh my god, this is painful. This is painful. Let's see, who else is on here? Yamano, Konishi, Morioka, Kubo, Misuzu Hiraki, which I don't even remember who that is. Kashiwagi, the freaking teacher. Hanako Otani, who's the she's with the teacher all the time. Ko and Daisuke from the Sports Arcana. Eri Minami from the Theater Arcana. Isana Kuroda, who I don't even remember. Think Once Again. I'm stumped. Chat, if you could give your best deductions, please. I'm... Oh my god, I feel scared right now. I'm legitimately scared that I'll get it wrong, and I really don't want to. We get 3 chances. and after 2 chances, and after guessing twice, it'll tell us to reconsider. But I don't know. Look at me. Ugh. All right. I need to know the best guesses that you have, chat. You guys might help me beat the game. My God. Okay. I think I will tell you a guess that I have. I am thinking it's Adachi, because Adachi was connected to the cases as the investigator, like from day one. But Adachi doesn't know about the other world, though. That's the problem. And then I would think Teddy, but Teddy's not connected to the news. Teddy didn't know, and Teddy claims to have not seen the Konishi and Yamano. Like, Teddy, at the beginning of the game, said that he didn't notice anybody in the other world. He only started getting that sense when it was Yukiko. God dang. This is so tough. Oh, this is painful. This hurts. Because basically, anything that we say right here can impact the rest of the game. My friend's telling me to go with my gut. So I have 2 guesses. I have Adachi and Teddy. If it is neither of them, I don't know who my third choice would be. So, we're going to choose Adachi for the first one. Toru Adachi. Of course, if you look only at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out that possibility. Adachi may have been able to keep an eye on your actions. He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. You encountered him many times while investigating the case. You learned much about the police's movements from Adachi as well. There's no exact reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. You spoke Adachi's name.
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
There is no way I just guessed that.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Well, we were told we had 3 tries, but we weren't told to guess again. Guys, I think we just found our killer.
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon, but I thought, you know, that's just how cops are, so I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places. And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Various peculiarities. Let's hope I got that right. Have begun to cast a suspicious shadow on Adachi.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
I will be as surprised as you are. We need to confirm this.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible. This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now?
I thought someone messaged me about the game.
Right, I see. Thank you.
What was that about a transport?
Namatami's being transported.
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation.
Yeah, more like relocation to the afterlife.
We must head there at once.
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Adachi, where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first two murders have been bothering me. His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Oh, is it now?
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job. You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment, get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
You should question Adachi about when Yamano vanished.
The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago, too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back.
Alright, we should question him about Saki's interrogation.
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
There is still something you need to question Adachi about. About the warning letter.
Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it? Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is?
I don't know, it just says evening.
I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first two murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
What? That's ridiculous! We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in!
What did you just say?
Yo, the piano stopped.
Put them all in.
Oh my god.
What's this putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders?
No fucking way.
Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand. To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident. At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow. Then that settles it. How, I wonder, would that settle anything?
Yo, this is like Infinity IQ right now.
The police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said I'm busy!
Wait, you son of a bitch! Adachi! Ah, damn it!
Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Adachi!
It's him. There's no way around it now. So we're back in Namatame's hospital room, and Adachi isn't here either.
What the? I swear he ran this way.
Damn it! Where the hell did he go?
Did you find him? I contacted security. Nobody's seen Adachi, and there's no record of anyone leaving this area. So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's still here? But we looked! We didn't find him anywhere!
He's in the TV, isn't he?
That bastard.
Dojima-san? For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Sorry. I got carried away.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages. Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right. Sorry. You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
He hasn't left this ward yet? I don't think he would. But could he have...
Yeah, I think so. If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
Let's go tomorrow.
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here. We're not 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead. Let's go in from Junes like always. It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
The extremely suspicious Detective Adachi. You've taken another step closer to the truth. He was the one who murdered Yamano and Saki Konishi. Now, despite the fact that we have found the killer, and we found the killer, we have all that. We are not, I can say this safely right now, we are not going to be finishing the game tonight. Unfortunately, we will have to delay Kingdom Hearts 2 even further. This is not the end of the stream, by the way. We're still going to be going for a bit. But I will be right back. But believe me when I say, this is getting interesting. And we are back. Oh my god. I can't believe it. Stop or I'll feed you Tazung milk bread. Wait, but stop what? What am I doing? Simp? Who am I simping for? Huh? Who am I simping for? Also, Ian. Ian, don't fuck with me. I just found out who the killer is. One wrong thing and I can tell ya. I can spoil 60 hours worth of gameplay for ya. For Rise? Yeah, your point. This is the Velvet Room, but what? Teddy? I don't give a frick. I'm in VC and I could do the same thing. Oh, true. True.
Where am I? Sensei? Why are you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
I see. How mysterious. There are so many things I don't know about. But I did realize something. I've been thinking all this time about who I really am.
It was obvious that he was a I did not find it obvious.
But I couldn't find the answer. I was no one from the start. Humans live in the other world, and shadows live in this world. From the beginning, that's all there was to it.
And that's when the Fire Nation attacked.
I was just a shadow in that world.
How did you get here?
I figured something out. That day at the hospital, I realized that I really can't do anything. As soon as I thought that, I lost consciousness. Then when I woke up, I was inside the fog. Shadows can't stay in the human world. They aren't allowed.
It was so obvious who the killer was.
I walked and walked, but there was nothing all around me.
Bro, Ian, do you even know, though?
Just when I started thinking that I couldn't go anywhere, I heard the noise of a car. And then I was here. I remember lots of things now. My world is a place shaped by human thoughts.
Red told you, big oof. There goes 60 hours of gameplay, my guy.
One day, a shadow living in that world awakened to human emotions.
But I did not think it was obvious. I thought Adachi was just like, you know, just really fucking awkward and bad at his job. I would not have assumed him to do that for a while. I'ma still play it. Fucking trooper, my guy.
But humans and shadows are completely different entities. So he made himself forget that he was a shadow. He wanted to forget. He wanted people to like him. And that's how he came to look like this. I really am stupid.
Join the club.
What the other Teddy said before, in the end, it was all true. No matter how much I search for myself, I have no self.
You have a persona, though.
There was know me to begin with. I'm just a shadow that took a different form so humans would like me. It would have been better if I had never remembered, but I did. I'll probably turn back to a regular shadow soon. Oh yeah, Sensei, one day, when you meet Nana-chan in heaven, apologize for me. Tell her, I'm sorry I couldn't do anything.
You know what? Because I'm genuinely curious, who voiced Teddy? The stuff he says and the fact that he was always at the right area. I mean, that I couldn't put that together until they specifically mentioned that in the game, because, you know, otherwise, you know, he's just doing his detective work. Holy, okay, so apparently Teddy was voiced by Sam Riegel. And if you don't know who that is, he is from Critical Role with Matt Mercer, who coincidentally, Matt Mercer also played a character. He was Yusuke in Persona 5. So that's really funny. And then we all know the true king, Troy Baker. He played Kanji. We love that. We love to see Troy Baker. We stan Troy Baker. Okay, I'm not actually like a stan, but like that, I definitely like Troy Baker as a person. He's pretty cool. I knew it 7 parts ago. What was 7 parts ago? I don't even know my own damn videos. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. You knew all the way back at the school trip episode? Holy shit. Damn, that is some infinity IQ right there.
Tell her, I'm really sorry.
Nanako was alive.
Huh? Really?
Some new rumors going around that you're a K-pop stan? Who's even making up these rumors? I don't even listen to K-pop. I don't even listen to pop. I listen to rock and roll.
Wow, that's wonderful. I'm so glad. Glad that I could at least hear that. My heart feels so much lighter now. I'm starting to feel sleepy.
K-pop stan confirmed? That's a deconfirmation, if anything. How can I even be a K-pop stan? I don't even listen to pop. I was actually, I was driving to the bank today, and I heard, the announcer was just like, oh, now playing this song by BTS. Instantly switched the channel because, like, fuck that. I don't have anything against people who like K-pop, but I just don't like that kind of music.
What a strange place. It feels so soothing. It's not like my world. Something just feels so nostalgic about this place. Could this be your dream world, Sensei?
Something like that.
Uh-huh. But I wonder why I met you here. What am I supposed to do now?
Subscribe to my OnlyFans. Let's move on together, Teddy.
But I don't know what to look for or how to find it.
What's your favorite German metal group?
What? Hard I think. There's too many things my little brain can't understand.
I've never listened to German metal.
But I do understand one thing now. I'm glad that I met you, Sensei.
Now, if we're getting into the, obscure music genres, let's talk about Portuguese jazz. Oh, let me tell you. You can sense Teddy's pure and deep gratitude. We maxed out Teddy. So there it was, barbecue sauce on my teddies. Yeah, we've seen this text before. So now we can get Hillel of the Star Arcana. Evade Electric. Do we even have room to fit that on him? I guess get rid of Amrita.
But I have to get going. This is your place. It doesn't seem like somewhere that I'd be allowed to stay. Goodbye, Sensei.
For you know it, Teddy is gone, and Igor, Margaret, and Marie are sitting there once again.
It seems the words in your memory weren't the only things you summoned here. This is a room for guests who have an ego that can be nurtured. Shadows, mere fragments broken off from the ego, have no place here. The water's strength has moved a single stone that had stopped, returning it once again into the flow. Very interesting.
Igor has a meaningful smile on his face. Nope, that's just his face. He naturally looks like that somehow.
Well now, it's about time we departed once again.
What?
This vehicle is still on its journey. There is no reason to tarry here for long.
We still have access to the vehicle. Oh, that's right, because we have to find the guy.
We're ready to go. Let us depart.
You are every inch the guest I had anticipated.
Every inch? Okay, Igor, just, let's keep this, physical distance thing going.
Now, it's time for you to return. I am even more intrigued now as to where this is all headed.
We'll be waiting for your next visit.
How did it go? Did you find Teddy?
No, and no one's seen him either.
Ugh, that annoying little furball. Just when we're at a turning point in the case, too.
We have no choice. Let's pursue Adachi for now.
Well, here we go. The final dungeon.
Whoa, look how dense this fog is. It's gotten even worse than before.
No upbeat background music this time.
What the? There's this malicious aura everywhere. It feels completely different from the last time I was here. I think we'd better hurry. Give me a sec to try finding Adachi.
Does this mean both this world and ours are getting messed up?
Our glasses work on the fog on the other side. It can't be normal. And I heard more people are falling ill because of the fog. I wonder what's going to happen.
I sense him. Adachi's definitely in here.
Are you serious? Which way?
Hold on.
So he did come to this side. Well, that settles it. There's virtually no doubt remaining that he's the true culprit. Once we capture him, solving the mystery of this world and the rest of the case can't be far behind.
Then maybe we'll find out where Teddy came from too. Man, where is that bear anyway?
Well, I can say for sure he's not here. And I know Adachi is here, but I can't track him down myself. Gee, Ted, why aren't you here when we need you most?
This place. I see. I came back. But it really doesn't matter. I'm completely useless. Nana-chan, I'm so sorry.
Teddy? It is you, Teddy. I heard your voice. You said, hang in there. I heard my big bro and everyone else too.
Nana-chan! Oh, hold on! I'll get the doctor!
It seems she's asleep again.
Oh, for the love of God, Teddy.
Nana-chan told me that she heard my voice. She heard me say, hang in there.
It could be that her frankly miraculous recovery was because everyone's voices reached her. Even unconscious, people are capable of hearing others' voices.
My voice. And theirs too. Everyone.
In any case, there are too many things we don't understand about her condition and what caused it. We're doing our best, but it's difficult when everything about her illness is a total unknown.
Unknown?
Well, if anything happens, please send for me.
If I'm an unknown being, then the way I can change is unknown too. So all I have to do is make them not unknown. Nana-chan's doing her best. Sensei and the others are probably fighting now too. I'm just a shadow. But Nana-chan cheered up when she heard my voice. So what if I'm just a shadow? There must be something I can do. I can't just give up thinking about things. That's why I came back here. Right, Nana-chan?
Oh, that's right. His, oh, what was it? Second Awakening. What the hell is that supposed to be? Why does it look like there's a rocket going in its ass? So, Kentucky Dulci has transfigured into Kamui.
Right. I need to get back to the others. Hang in there, Nana-chan. I'll be back soon.
Sorry if I'm butchering a lot of the Japanese names here. I'm not good with reading Japanese and, Japanese pronunciations.
It's no use. I can only tell that Adachi is here, not his exact location.
Rise-chan!
If only Teddy was with us.
Didn't he say his nose is practically useless now? And could he even help us find that bastard?
Nope. He'd be no help at all. But he was always there to support me whenever.
That bear's a loudmouth, but he's nice to have around. He's always so full of energy.
He's lighthearted and always optimistic.
I'm alright. I just got a little dizzy. The fog's so dense. It's hard to see through it.
Why don't we call it a day? It won't do us any good if you collapse.
I agree. If Rise-san became fatigued, even if we found Adachi, our capacity in battle would be reduced. Moreover, it's almost nighttime. We should return to our world for the present.
So we didn't even actually get to see where the hell he is? That was like Made me think that we were actually gonna fight something, damn it.
So far to run smack into a dead end.
I know he's in there too. What's wrong with me? My powers are completely useless. Teddy?
You little... Where the hell were you?
I'm sorry.
You idiot! Bad bear! Bad! You're so late! Who do you think you are?
Rise-chan? Are you faking?
No, stupid!
Sorry. I want to help you all again.
You know how much trouble you caused, you dumb bear? Where the hell were you?
I'm sorry. I figured out a lot of things. Stuff about me and that world. I wanted to tell you all.
2 hours later. So he's a shadow, and though he was at his wit's end, he was able to come back to our world somehow.
You mean you're one of those things we've been fighting?
Yup. Just like the ones you all know about. Shadows are suppressed human thoughts given form. Everyone has them inside.
Wait, you say you're a shadow, but you didn't attack us. And you kept telling us from the start that you wanted to bring peace and quiet back to that world, right?
But in the end, I was just an ordinary shadow. Nothing special about me at all.
Well, that's not true. You're a shadow shaped like a very demented-looking bear.
I did everything I could until now to try and make my world peaceful. But instead, the weird fog started seeping out into this world too. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. If I really was special, then maybe...
It's no big deal. I mean, we weren't expecting much from you in the first place.
God damn it, Yosuke.
Being a shadow? We pretty much figured you were something like that anyway.
What? In what scene did we ever make that kind of deduction?
Huh? What are you saying?
I'm in that same boat, Teddy. What the hell is going on?
Here I am pouring my heart out to you, and you say you thought I was something like that anyways? No normal person would think such a pretty bear could really be a shadow.
So what's the problem with being a shadow?
It's true that you may have been born that way, but you now possess the power of persona.
Roll credits, am I right?
A shadow is suppressed power. Once controlled by the ego, it becomes a persona. Doesn't it follow, then, that you must have developed an ego?
I'll say.
Whether the ego masters its shadow, or the shadow awakens to its ego. The only difference I see is the order in which the process occurred.
Oh, Teddy's practically human then!
I'm the same as humans?
You keep trying to figure out who you are, just like all of us here. You can't do much on your own. You really aren't that special. See? What's so different between you and us?
Well, you see, for starters, he's a fucking bear. Sam Riegel really should have gotten, like, an Oscar for this performance.
Thank you! I'm so glad I met you guys!
Okay, now he sounds like a drunk best friend.
The rest of us were pretty much a group of misfits to begin with, too, right? You fit right in, man.
I beg your pardon? Who are you calling a misfit?
That facial expression.
Isn't that just you, Senpai?
Hey, that's not something a detective would say. Or an idol, either. Gee, stop crying, will ya? Now's not the time for that. While you were gone, we figured out who murdered the announcer and Senpai. It was Adachi.
Huh? Adachi? That total goofball? Whoa! I didn't notice at all. Looks like I'm pretty blind to that sort of thing.
Apparently you and me both, Teddy, because apparently my viewers figured it out before I did.
But you all know him. If you can't find someone like that, I don't think I can help you.
Like I said, we're not expecting much from you.
Well, the main thing is, it's hard to get pumped about this without someone nice and fuzzy around.
Yeah, what Kanji said.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
All right, now that the band's back together, let's take it from the top. Starting tomorrow.
It's been a while, but I'll do my best to look for him too. Leave it to Fuzzy.
Oh man, rank 6 already for Seekers of Truth. So we both maxed out, started, and completed 6/10 of an Arcana in one episode. If that isn't fast progress, I don't know what is. Wonder what a speedrun in this game would even look like. With 50 hours of gameplay under our belt, I think we're going to end things off for this episode. If you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow my Twitch channel in the description below so that you can join me live for what will hopefully be the finale next week. Whether it be next Wednesday or next Friday, either way, you should follow my Twitch anyway. If you're watching in chat, I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in live. Even though there hasn't been much activity, that's totally cool. I appreciate my lurkers. Yeah, next time on Persona 4 Golden, we will be exploring Adachi's dungeon. That's not euphemistic, I promise. And we will be trying to max out Marie's Arcana as well. So basically, we'll be preparing all that we can for what will actually be the final boss. See you guys then. I took a page out of Chucky Conroy's book for the outro, so yeah. We're gonna throw a host over to a friend. I'll see you later.